Hey guys, so today I'm going to go over how to identify what tone something is in makeup colors. Is it warm tone? Is it cool tone? How can you tell the difference? Well, this can get a little tricky sometimes, but once you've got it, and there'll be no going back. So for anybody who's ever had trouble with this or wasn't really sure, if you look at a color, can you see the difference? Can you see whether it's warm or cool? It does make a difference in terms of trying to put together a look. I feel like colors within the same family of tones looks the best together, but not everyone would agree with me on that. Some people like to mix tones within makeup, but it's a matter of personal taste. But if you do like the way a makeup look looks, all being one tone, either warm or cool, then you might find some of this information useful. I'm going to use my MAC eyeshadows as examples of different kinds of colors because I have a lot of them, and that way I can show you, warm versus cool within a specific color, because just about any color can be warm or cool. The only exception would be your neutrals, like black and white and that sort of thing. But really, when it comes to color, pretty much any color can be warm or cool. Even something like brown, which is considered to be a neutral. But before we get into all of that, in order to understand tones within makeup, you have to know which colors are cool and warm so that you can see the tone that's underlying within the color. Then you can determine whether it's cool or warm. So let's start at the beginning. And an example I'm going to give you that will help you remember which colors are cool and which colors are warm would be nature. In nature, warm colors would be earth colors or fire colors. When you look at fire, you see red, gold, orange. Those are all warm colors. And when you go into the forest and you're looking at the trees that are growing in the earth is brown. Brown is a warm color. The trees have leaves that change color. They start off green, then they change to rust and gold, and then when they die they turn brown. All warm colors, with exceptions, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, cool colors would be the other two aspects of nature, the air and the water, which is predominantly blue for both, but sometimes water can be greenish blue depending on what part of the country or what part of the world you're looking at the ocean. Sometimes it can look straight up blue, but sometimes it can look greenish blue. So green is going to be the color that has the most variation with it in terms of being cool or warm, but I'm going to show you examples. So I just wanted to go over that because if you don't know all this off the top of your head, then that will help you sort of figure it out if you don't remember. So anyway, yeah, every color pretty much can be warm or cool, and I'm gonna give you some examples. Let's start off with green since I mentioned that before. An example of a cool toned green would be something like this. This is MAC's Aquadesiac. It's a green, but it has a lot of blue in it. It's aqua. Aquadesiac, the color of water. So this is a cool toned green because of the blue in it, okay? Because blue is a cool color. Now, if I grab a color like this, which is called Juxt, this is a green, but it's got a lot of yellow in it. Yellow is a warm color, so because you see the yellow within the green, that's what makes it a warm color. And then if you have something like this is called Mink and Sable. It's green, but it's got a lot of gold in it. Gold is a warm color, so the undertone is warm. So I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say here. So you need to determine what other color do you see within the color is that color cool or warm? That determines the undertone. And sometimes it is hard to look at colors and see the difference. Now, what about neutrals? Black, white. For the most part, black and white are going to be just straight up neutrals, but you can make them warmer or cooler depending on what you mix with them. For example, within makeup, how many times have you seen a black eyeshadow that has either gold or silver glitter in it? Gold is a warm color, silver is a cool color. So you can warm it up or cool it down depending on what color glitter you mix into the black. But for the most part, black and white are going to be a neutral. Now, brown is considered a neutral within makeup colors, but if you mix gold or yellow into it, it would be warm, such as Woodwinked. Woodwinked is brown, but it's got a lot of gold in it, so that's a warm brown. And then a cool brown would be something that has gray or silver mixed in, such as Satin Taupe. Satin Taupe has silver shimmer in it, so that makes it a cool tone brown. So that's how that goes. And then within the colors, what I have on my eyes today, this is Beautiful Iris. It's purple, but it's a cool toned light purple. What makes it that? It has a blue base to it. That's what I have on my lids. In the crease, I have Vile Violet. Again, it's got a blue tone to it, so that makes it cool. Now, what would be an example of a warm toned purple? Grab my purple palette here and just pick out something at random. This is Sorcery. It's a purple, but it's got a lot of red in it. Red is a warm color, so that makes this a warm toned purple. So I think by now you get the gist of it, but sometimes it is difficult to just look at a color and see that undertone. Practice makes perfect. The more you look at the colors and analyze them, the easier it gets over time. If you're still not sure, the best thing to do is to look at swatches. And fortunately for all of us, there is a great resource online for that. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Temptalia. Her name is Christine. She runs one of the best blogs on the internet for makeup. She does product reviews. She has all kinds of stuff on her website. One of the things she has is swatches. And then she has filters so that you can actually specify if you want to see swatches that are cool tone or warm toned or neutral. By clicking on these filters, you can see exact examples of colors that fall into a specific category, a specific brand, whatever you want. And the more you look at these colors, the more you start to see the differences, and you can identify the undertone for yourself without anybody telling you what tone something is. So I just thought it would be helpful, because when you put together a look, if you want to do something that's all cool toned or all warm tone, I feel like it just makes the whole thing more cohesive and just pulled together and finished looking. I like makeup that's all one tone. For example, I have on, actually I don't have anything on my lips right now because I just had lunch and brushed my teeth, so now I have no lipstick on. But I did have on MAC Snob, which looks like this. And this is a blue-based pink lipstick, and this is Cool Tone. So let me just put a little bit of that on. So that kind of pulls together the tone from the Cool Tone purple eyeshadows. And then I have on a cool toned blush. This is MAC Summer Rose. It's actually beauty powder from a limited edition, but it's a cool tone pink blush. So everything is cool tone, so it just kind of all meshes together better. So that is it, you guys. If you have any specific questions or anything like that, Let me know. I hope this was helpful, and I will put a link to Talia's blog, and you can go on there and play around with that swatches section she has there. It's a lot of fun, and you know, if you're looking for a product that is a specific tone within a certain brand in a certain category, it's a great way to find out what is available. Unfortunately, Christine tends to lean mostly towards high-end products. She doesn't have a lot on there that is drugstore priced. She has some, but not much. But if you're looking for a higher end option of something, it's a great resource. And her product reviews are very helpful too. So that is it for today, you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.